There's an old saying that by hammer in hand all crafts do stand. The blacksmith was the only tradesman who could make all of his own tools. One of the few craftsmen that was allowed to marry into royalty because of his skills and ability. Iron is cold and lifeless. People don't want to touch steel, but when I finish with a piece of my work, people want to touch it. They take cold and lifeless metal and they want to touch it because it's all hand created. It wasn't until years after I got married that I finally decided I'm going to do this. I've wanted to do this all my life, so I'm going to do it. So I tried it. It was Memorial Day weekend. I set up my first forge, and I spent 12 hours hammering that day. In fact, every day that weekend. And I told my wife, I said, you know what? I could do this 7 days a week and not get tired of it. And you know what? It's been 20-some years, and I can almost still say that. Blacksmithing is different than woodworking or making stained glass or anything else. It must have something to do with the fire, something to do with getting hot and dirty and using your muscle, putting your actual muscle energy into that. You know, you're putting your energy right into that piece. But when society as a whole doesn't care anymore, it's hard for us to keep it alive. And that's the problem we're having right now. They just don't care. They don't care if it's good. They don't care if it's beautiful. They don't care if it's old. They don't care if it was a masterpiece or if it was made by a master. They don't care. I hate to say they've been brainwashed by the Walmart mentality of price over everything. And it's about quality. It's about handmade. It's about the time that was spent to make. See, time was actually used up making this. It wasn't stamped out. And so that has some value somewhere to somebody, I hope. If you start hammering that hot metal, you'll be hooked. It becomes a passion. It becomes an obsession real quickly. Real quickly.